Hello, I'm Colleen. I'm going to be walking us through a 60-minute vinyasa flow this morning, focusing on re-energizing the body and practicing a little bit of compassionate self-forgiveness in the process. I'd like to welcome you, and I hope that this is a great start to our day today. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position in the center of our mat. Once we're there, hands can find a comfortable place on the knees. Maybe close our eyes, engage in a few deep breaths. Today's practice, we're going to centralize our intention on ourselves. We're going to focus to practice compassionate self-forgiveness. And we're going to let go of anything that is no longer serving us. As we clear our minds and we work to focus on our body throughout today's practice, I invite you to set an intention. Feel free at any point to come back to this intention to help us drive and invigorate our bodies and our minds. As we breathe in and out here, I want us to become a little bit more fixated on the breath itself. We're going to engage in some Ujjayi breathing. Deep breath through the nose. Audible exhale through the mouth. Like the sound of the ocean, the waves crashing against the shore. As we inhale through these Ujjayi breaths, I want to focus on inhaling the future. And with our deep, forceful exhales, we're going to exhale the past. We're going to let go of anything no longer serving us. As we become a little more comfortable in our breathing here, we start to engage the rest of our body, warming up, getting ready for our practice today. I'm going to start with some soft neck rolls to the right. Slowly, steady, warming up the neck and shoulders. We can go both ways. Nice deep inhales and exhales as we go here. We focus on inhaling the future and exhaling the past. We'll work today to look inwards and again to focus on some compassionate self-forgiveness. Whenever you're ready, we're going to bring ourselves up to all fours. We're going to press back into child's pose. Getting a nice, long, deep stretch through that low back. Continue to focus on the breathing. I'd like to invite you at any point to come back to this child's pose. If your intention of coming to yoga today is to release pain and to become more in tune with how you're feeling throughout your body, at any point if there is any type of pain or discomfort or something just doesn't feel right, please revisit the child's pose, focus on the pranayama, the deep cleansing breaths, and join us again when you're ready. whenever you're ready, we're going to push up off those feet to all fours. We're going to find a nice tabletop position. Tabletop means we have a nice flat back, knees are in line with the hips, shoulders in line with the elbows and the wrists. Throughout this practice today, alignment is key. We'd like to always picture one solid line that we're following through. Once we found a nice flat back, I'd like to start with some cat-cow stretches to warm up the spine and get some circulation flowing through those vertebrae. Cat stretch. You can get a nice curve in that upper back. Cow stretch. We're going to go the opposite way, bring our gaze up to the sky. Inhaling and exhaling as we go here. Again, just warming up that spine. You might want to focus on giving yourself some nice hip rolls. Get that acetabellum moving. Get those hips ready for a nice flow here. To the left, to the right. Take these cat-cows at your pace, up and down, inhale and exhale. Feel free to close your eyes and again, focus on the attention. The intention today is you, letting go of what is no longer serving you. The deep breathing exercises can really help to focus in on not only what's going on in our mind, but also what we're feeling in our body. So again, I invite you to take a step back at any time. If something is uncomfortable or just not feeling right for you, join me on the mat for child's pose. Focus on the breathing, the pranayama, and rejoin us when you're ready. A few more cat-cows here. I like to put it out there, as I am a massage therapist and I do know form is a very important component of yoga. During today's practice, at some points I may walk over and assist a helping hand in some form. It's totally okay if you're not interested in this today, and if you would not like any hands-on assistance, please just go ahead and give me a raised hand. Perfect, thank you. As we round out our cat-cows here, I'd like to take a slight variation here to help warm up the shoulders. A lot of us suffer from stress and tension in the shoulders. I know myself, I'm dealing with a little bit of a strain in my right, so you may see me modify from time to time. Feel free at any point to take on any modifications that you need to help the poses be better and more beneficial for you. From our cat-cow today, we're going to flow right into our thread the needle stretch, which again is to help wake up the shoulders and put us in tune with anything that might be going on there so that we can be aware throughout the remainder of our practice. And thread the needle, we're going to be in a tabletop position. We're going to start with our right arm, my shoulder that is a little tight. We're going to reach up to that sky. You'll notice the range of motion is 100% and that is okay. Listen to your body. From here, nice inhale in. We're going to reach our right arm under that left arm and drop that shoulder to the mat. Nice deep breaths here. Deep stretch, in and out. After you've cycled through about 5-6 rounds of deep breathing, we're going to go ahead and slowly rise up. Bring that right arm back to the sky and back down to meet us at the left. A few more cat-cows just to realign. And we'll take it on the left. High to the sky, thread it all the way through. Deep, deep cleansing breaths, breathing into that spine, filling the lungs. Getting that nice deep stretch in that left shoulder. Feeling it in the right shoulder as we stabilize our bodies. And we're gonna go ahead and bring it back up. Reach to the sky, left hand meets the right at the mat. Focus on realigning. We're gonna flow through a few more cat-cows. At this point, our spine should be nice and warmed up, ready to jump into our flow. From our cat-cow, gonna bring it back to a child's pose. From here, I'd like to warm up the feet and ankles a little bit. Again, just to align everything and to ensure we are ready for balance within our practice. We're going to move into a pose called toes pose here. We're going to bring our knees right to the middle of our mat. We're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to slowly bring the weight of our body back onto the heels of the feet. Keeping everything in alignment, shoulders down, away from the ears, belly button to spine. Nice and straight. And I will say this pose can be uncomfortable, especially if it's your first time doing it. The plantar fascia in our feet is a thick, thick, thick connective tissue that we don't often realize holds tension, but it does. Again, as a massage therapist, I see it so often when I touch on people's feet. They don't even know that there's pain and stress there. But the truth is, we hold a lot of our stress in our feet. It's the weight bearers of our body, and oftentimes a forgotten area. So in this pose, again, sometimes can be very uncomfortable because we are really working to stretch and pull that plantar fascia away from where it's all adhered down. Sitting in this pose for 2 to 3 minutes can seem like an hour. I realize, again, at any point, feel free to untuck the toes and sit comfortably on the knees. Otherwise, stay with me here. Glutes on top of heels. Nice stretch in those toes. Deep cleansing breaths into the heels. Very nicely done. Good job. Shoulders up, head and neck straight, shoulders down away from the ears. Deep Ujjayi breaths throughout this warm up can help take the focus off what we're feeling in our feet. We're circulating all this freshly oxygenated blood, getting ready for some really, really opening movements here. All right. From here, we're going to come forward. We're going to untuck the toes, and I invite you just to have a nice child's pose here. Relax those feet. Flatten out the dorsal side. Cleansing breaths. From here, we're going to push ourselves into our first downward dog of the day. This should feel really good, especially after that toes pose, to flatten out the feet, realign those legs, lengthen. All right, feels really good. Hips are warming up. From here, we're gonna pedal out the feet a little bit, just kind of get those hamstrings flowing, moving. Never lock the knees when you're in this position. Nice soft bend in the knees. Weight evenly balanced between hands and feet. Deep cleansing breaths. From here, to warm up the body and to engage the mind as we push through our vinyasa flow. I'm going to flow a little bit.